Yes, it's all come off today, courtesy of Brother Burns. Thank you for giving me the haircut that I've desperately needed for the last 10 weeks. Just to have a little quick chat with you about what happened last night with this, the Tube of Terror challenge, which I promised you all. So I felt you needed, you deserved a bit of an explanation of what actually happened to me, because some of you were quite excited about me doing this, and I had visions of taking this on and entering the League of Fire and stuff like that. Well, yeah, for those of you who've seen the video, because I've only put it up today, you'll notice that I didn't get very far. I actually ate a quarter of a tube. Some of you can see that level of peanuts there. Tell me tools you see. There's about a quarter, and that would equate to about 6 large nuts. At the first 2, felt okay, tasted okay, and then the second 2 went down, and my diaphragm is going, I want to bring them up, like, you know. And I'm thinking, oh, I've got another 20 odd peanuts here to eat. So by the time the 6 went down, my body is prepared to propel. It just does not want it in there. I've never had anything that my body has reacted that quickly to. It didn't want it in there. I didn't want to be sick in front of the camera and all that, because even if I didn't really think I could do this, to be quite honest with you. I watched a lot of videos and it did scare me a little bit. But you know, I know roughly my limits, and I'm trying to push myself higher. But I knew this was going to be pretty damn tough. This is one of the hottest challenges out there, if not the hottest. Did the Death Nut 2.0, which ends with 13 million Scoville peanuts, but these have got a little bit more added to them, and they are damn hot. So the 6 peanuts went down, and you know, I had Brother Burns behind the camera there, and I said, I don't think I could do this, I'm going to be sick. So I ended the video. Straight to the fridge, milkshake, drinking. Heat was rising more and more. Really violent attack in the back of my throat and tongue, and it got to a point where, I don't know if any of you eat super hot stuff and you've tried drinking milk or cooling it down. It lasts for a couple of seconds and then the heat comes back. You know, you're only cooling it down for small amounts of time. We got to a point where the milkshake wasn't even doing that. The milkshake actually tasted as hot as these peanuts. It was ridiculous. I'd never felt anything like it. Had a real bad reaction to it. So anyway, after 10 minutes, you didn't see any of this, because I did think I was going to be sick. That's why I shut the video down. So that went on for about 10-15 minutes, and it subsided, dissipated, the heat dissipated. And I said to my brother Scott, I'm alright now, I'm alright, because he was a bit concerned about me. I was. It freaked me out a little bit, because I've never felt like that before. And you've seen me do some mad stuff, like, you know. So we sit down and we have a couple of beers, I feel fine, watch a Netflix documentary. Scott decides to go to bed at 2 AM. I said, right, I'm going to upload this video because I am going to post it and it'll be ready for the guys in the morning to see. And no sooner had Scott gone to bed, the stomach cramps started. Now, I've had loads of nights of stomach cramps before after testing super hot peppers and doing the odd challenge. But I've been pretty good at the challenges. Death Nut 2.0. No stomach cramps afterwards, you know, it was okay. They were hot when I was doing it, but then it calmed down, I was alright. You know, I've eaten 6.4 million chocolate, Scoville chocolate fine, no stomach cramps. The toe of Satan, 9 million Scovilles, fine, absolutely fine. Didn't even find the challenge that hot, to be honest with you. So 2 o'clock in the morning, stomach cramps come on. They come on in waves, so they'll hit you and they'll last for about maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then it will go away. And you do what you can to do, you drink water or whatever to try and flush it through, which is what I was doing. I drank actually 7 pints of water between 2 AM and 5 AM, 7 pints, and half a litre of milkshake, and I ate a banana, everything I could do to try and push this through, because as the cramps went on, they got worse and worse and worse. I've never experienced that before. Now come 4 AM, I am now in the most severe pain I can't imagine. Honestly, it's I almost got Scott out of bed and said, look, I need to go to hospital. I was panicking. It was terrible, and it was a cramp that didn't hit me in a wave. It stayed there for an hour. I had an hour of severe pain of rolling around on the floor. Tried to lay down on the sofa because I didn't want to go upstairs and disturb Scott's sleep. I kept it all down here, and I needed to be near the sink anyway, in the fridge, because I was drinking so much to try and push it through. Yeah, rocking backwards and forwards. I would have given any money to anyone to take this pain away from my stomach and my body. It was that bad. So come sort of 10 to 5, I'm thinking something has got to be done big time. You know, I'm in agony here and it's not getting any better. But bear in mind, this is like 7 hours after I ate 6 of these peanuts. So I hung over the kitchen sink and I didn't just put my fingers in, I tried to get my whole hand down my throat. I was desperate to get this out, and I knew that I'd already eaten it. I had a big meal, you know, I prepared my stomach very well. We did have a chili con carne with super hot peppers and all that. So it helps me, it primes my stomach a bit. That was fine, you know. We had a trio hot sauce selection video that we did. So I'd already had a fair amount of spice in my stomach, but this was just on another level, and my stomach hasn't been right for a very long time. I don't know what it is, but I do, you know, my gag reflexes are as soon as I try something super hot, fresh that is, you know, or something like this, something crazy like this, you've seen it in my videos when I eat a super hot pepper, I'm finding it hard to get it down. So yeah, I stick my all 4 fingers down my throat. I'm trying to blooming dig it out. I'm that desperate to get it out. In the end, I did. I was vomiting a bit, but a lot of it had already passed through my digestive system. You know, where I've been drinking and pushing it through, and I'd eaten a banana and had to help it like several hours before. But I brought some, you know, something up, and I made a little aftermath video then, you know, and went on for a minute. It's on YouTube now. And then I just curled up on the sofa in the fetal position and went to sleep and slept like a baby. Woke up very late today. My brother got out of bed late as well. I was hoping that he would wake me up, but considering I'd been up all night and my body had been battered, like, you know, I was just absolutely whacked out. So got up late, but still had pretty bad stomach in the morning. That's where Johnny Cash Town comes in, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that went on for a couple of hours. 6 bloody peanuts done it, and that went on for a while. Yeah, but I did eat, fair play, I did eat a lot of spicy food yesterday. We also had a spicy burger for lunch as well that I did But you know, that's nothing. I'm used to that. I do it all the time. Every week in, week out, I do it. During the week, I do it. But this son of a bitch destroyed me. I take my hat off to the people that have done this challenge. I'm not as good as you, and I don't want to be as good as you, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to be very cautious about what I do regarding challenges and hot sauce tasting as well. I don't see the fun in eating hot sauce that's 6 million Scovilles. It's not gonna, the heat's gonna overpower the flavour, you know. You've got to be Johnny Scoville, you've got to be UK Chili Queen, Atomic Menace, Roger Trier, you know, all those cats. You've got to be those people that are, they're not just inhuman, they're not of this planet, they're not superhuman, they're not of this planet. To be able to, they just did 10 of these each for a charity thing, a charity event. How do you eat 10 tubes of terror? I couldn't get past 6. But there are people out there that are trying it, and you know, they're doing 1 tube and they're passing it well. They can handle the heat better than me, but that doesn't change what happens on your insides. You can build your tolerance, but you can't build your digestive system. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe these people are putting themselves through hell, unless they're in the elite league, like I just said, the people that I just mentioned, you know. So you know, it's very easy to get sucked in. You start watching these videos, and these people become your heroes and all that, and you think, I want to try that, and these things are available to buy. If you're not a serious chili head, you know, all I'm saying is I'm not trying to put people off of anything like this at all. I've got, you know, the utmost respect for Johnny Scoville and all that. I bought 2 tubes of these. You know, one of them I've passed on to someone else, but I have called him today and you know, give him a bit of a, you know, a slight warning that if you don't think you're ready, don't do it. If you don't think you're ready, because, and if you're doing this challenge, don't push yourself just to please other people. If you think it's going to do you damage, you've got to stop. And that's why I did stop, because I knew I wasn't right last night, and I stopped the challenge. I can tell you now, if I'd have consumed this, I would have been in A&E. I promise you that, I would have been in A&E. Because there's 20 of these left in here. I only had 6. So, that was my little talk. I thought I owed you a chat about it, because some of you are quite excited about me doing it. And, you know, I've even had UK Chili Queen saying, I'm looking forward to where, you know, you can enter the League of Fire. I wore the League of Fire t-shirt last night. I'm not going to be in the League of Fire because I'm not in that league. But I will continue to eat hot stuff, you know, grow my chilies and show you what I do, and, you know, test the odd chili and do the odd challenge, crazy challenge for you, you know. That'll probably be involving food. But when it comes to capsaicin crystals, 13 million, it's on another level, and it's not doing me any favours. Some challenges are surprising. You can do them and you think, oh, well, they weren't that bad, but you know, these guys, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and you know, he made a hot challenge here that I couldn't do, and I'm not going to revisit it. I'm telling you that now. I'm not even going to eat another one of these. I'm not interested in it at all. But you know, this will go in my cabinet, you know, with my collection of sauces and all that. Anyway, I've waffled on enough, and I'm sorry that I let you guys down on this challenge. You did want to see me do it. You do think I'm in that league, and I'm not, you know, I'm nowhere near it, but I can entertain you with a lot of super hot stuff, and I will do. I will continue that anyway. I've been TJ Burns. If you like the videos, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be best friends. Leave a comment for me and I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm fine now. I'm having a beer and I'm going to have a nice Chinese takeaway, and everything's back to normal. Thank you.